Well, hello, Taylor and Mary. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are
She's
you?
making me come in
Good.
here.
Yeah.
Hey, this is good for you. You need.
Yes. Yeah. Can you tell me what your concerns are?
I am concerned with her eating habits. We eat meals. We eat good meals 3 times a day, and I just, she's eating, and she's always been a healthy eater. But lately, it just seems like, I did go grocery shopping last week and had a pack of cookies and some candy bars. I went downstairs to, visit with her in her room and kind of found them half ate, gone, and a bunch of candy wrappers all over her room. And then, about a week ago, I heard the fridge open in the night and wasn't really, kind of wondering what that was about, but it just seems like she's eating in secretively and, hiding food from us and, eating more than normal. And I don't know if it's stress. I'm just really concerned.
I don't think I have a problem.
I know you
Yeah.
do. I want to help you.
Yeah. Well, it seems like you really care about your daughter, and I appreciate you telling me your concerns. Do you mind if I just speak privately with Taylor just for a little bit?
No, that's fine. That's fine. Okay.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
So Taylor, your mom voiced her concerns. How do you feel about that?
Um, I don't think I have a problem. I think she could be over exaggerating. But yeah, I don't know. She doesn't understand. Like, I just eat and I like eating, and I think it's normal because it's kind of what I've been doing for the last couple months. But I mean, I guess I do eat more than my family. We have dinner and then I just get hungry in the next hour, and I tend to eat kind of like another full meal, and I don't necessarily think that's bad. But she does, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. Would you feel comfortable sharing a 24-hour recall of what you ate in the last 24 hours?
So yesterday I got up and I had oatmeal and I had a protein shake with that. And then for lunch I had just a sandwich and some chips, and then I went to work. But after work, before I came home and ate dinner, I went to McDonald's and I grabbed 4 Big Macs and a 20-piece chicken nugget and 2 large fries. And I ate them before I got home. And then I ate dinner with my family. And then after dinner, I just went to the pantry and took some a full Ritz cracker sleeve and some Oreos because I really like Oreos. And I went to my room and I ate all of them and I watched my TV. And then this morning I had eggs.
Okay. Yeah. Is this a pretty typical diet for you every day, or?
I mean, the whole going to McDonald's thing, that only happens maybe once or twice a week. And I guess that's might not be as usual, but I don't know. For me, it's just when I get sad or feel like I need something, I go to food. And so that's and I kind of have to hide it because I don't think people would get it. So I guess maybe there's something there that is wrong with me, but I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I can't control my appetite. And so I literally eat so much food as fast as I can so people don't know about it. And then I'll just proceed to have dinner, lunch, and breakfast. And yeah, so I guess that might not be as normal, but it's just I can't control my appetite. And so I eat a lot sometimes, some days.
Yeah. You said you don't feel in control. What what do you think brings that about?
Um, uh, I don't know. I feel like I've associated food with love. In my past, I guess I don't know if this has anything to do with it, but um, my parents, like they weren't people that hugged you or anything, and like, but they fed me a lot, so that's how I like felt loved by my parents. And so I feel like when I'm sad, to feel love, I go to food, and that's like turned into like maybe a bad habit of just like eating so much in one sitting in private, and then I like feel really bad about it because I just consumed probably like more than a day's worth of calories in like 2 hours.
Yeah, that'd be
Like
hard.
a couple hours, I always feel very guilty and shameful about it.
Yeah, that'd be a hard feeling to experience. Well, Taylor, we're going to take a test to just kind of confirm some things. Or would you feel comfortable doing that?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's called the Eating Attitudes Test. And there's about just 26 questions. So we're just briefly going to go over it. Okay. Um, and so then you just answer it always, usually, often, sometimes, rarely, or never. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So, question 1, I am terrified about being overweight.
Not really. No.
I avoid eating when I am hungry.
No, I eat when I'm hungry.
I find myself preoccupied with food.
Yeah. Food's kind of all I think about.
I have gone on eating binges where I feel that I may not be able to stop.
Yeah. Yeah. That's exactly how I feel when I sit and eat. I feel like I can't stop.
Okay, I cut my food into small pieces.
No.
I am aware of the calorie content of the food I eat.
Yeah, I think that's why I feel so guilty afterwards.
I particularly avoid foods with high calorie content.
Rarely.
I feel that others would prefer if I ate more.
No. Rarely. Never.
I vomit after I eat.
No, I don't do that.
Okay. I feel extremely guilty after eating.
Yeah. Usually.
Hi, Taylor. So I just talked
Hi.
with the provider, and so we're going to go through the DSM-5 together. The provider thinks you have binge eating, which is an eating disorder. And so do you know what that is?
I've like heard of it, but I don't really know what it is.
Yeah. So how the DSM-5 explains this is it's reoccurring episodes of binge eating where you eat in a discrete period of time. It could be within 2 hours, an amount of food that is definitely larger than most people would. And it's a feeling that one cannot stop without control. And then binge eating episodes are associated with three of the more, which would be eating more rapidly than normal, eating until feeling uncomfortably full, eating large amounts of food when not feeling physically hungry, eating alone because of feeling embarrassed by how much one eats, and feeling disgusted with oneself, depressed, or very guilty. Um, and this might happen once a week or 3 times a month and is associated with the recurring use of inappropriate compensatory behavior. And so it looks like you don't have bulimia, which is usually when you vomit, or anorexia, but this one's just the constant need to eat to feel that emotion.
Yep. Yeah. That I guess that like that pretty much describes what I feel like I have. Like is like the treatment is can I be helped?
Yes. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in a referral for a therapist. And what basically we're going to do is just some cognitive behavioral therapy. So we're just going to change how you think about food and kind of how that plays in with your emotions. And so, this therapist might have to talk with your mom too, kind of figuring all that out, and kind of where that rooted in. And we're also kind of going to teach you mindful eating. So, kind of eating just when we're hungry and kind of basically changing the way we think about food.
Okay. Um, that's that's good because yeah, this is kind of embarrassing, and I definitely want to help it if I can because once again I feel like I just don't control it, and it controls me at this point, and I think that would be good.
Yeah. So Taylor, I think this may be linked to just kind of some of the family history you shared with me. Binge eating is very common in family genetics. Also, like how you grew up, family behavior. You shared that you would get hugs from your dad when you would get food, and so you probably associated that with a reward for eating. And so binge eating is also conceptualized as an impulsive compulsive disorder where your reward sensitivity is related with food. So your brain thinks it's getting a reward every time you eat. So that explains why you have that constant need to eat. And your dopamine levels in your brain, which makes you feel good, is just it really accelerated probably compared to most people. Um, so does that kind of maybe make sense why you may be feeling these things?
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Well, I know this is a really hard time for you, Taylor, and I just want you to know that we're here for you and we support you. And there's no need to be afraid of the feelings you're feeling because this is hard thing. So
Yeah. Yeah. I guess we could probably bring my mom back in and tell her what's going on.
okay, okay, let's do it.
Let's go get her.